All right, guys, good evening if this uploads in time. If not, good morning on Tuesday. But I want to give a couple announcements real quick. I promise I'll put this video out kind of for our core team, just talking to us about just some ways that we can get connected as a core team to what God is doing at Mercy Village Church. And so I just want to run through these real quick, and then I'm going to end with a list of books that we're going to try to read through in 2020. So keep watching for that. We're closing in on 20 core team members, so we're rejoicing in that. We're hoping to get to 40 before we really publicly launch in a way that's like ultra public, before we start, like I said on Sunday, putting our address and service times on the website and on our Facebook page and things like that. So by no means is what we're doing a secret right now, but it's more of a word of mouth type of thing at this point. And when we get to 40 adults, we'll make that more public. So thank you to all of you who are beginning to engage and serve and put your money where your mouth is and put your blood, sweat, and tears into what God is doing to plant this church in Barbersville. If you're not a core team member yet, no pressure, but keep praying about that, right? So again, the difference is there's people who attend and take part in what God is doing on Sunday mornings, but then this core team of people will be those who are investing themselves beyond just showing up on Sunday, volunteering, investing their resources and their energy and their creativity in a more direct way in what God is doing. If my kids are fighting in the background, I apologize. The first things first, there's another video on that, but that's exciting. So you can engage by starting every day with scripture and prayer before anything else, or praying for a move of God. Go back and watch that other video if you have no idea what I'm talking about on our YouTube channel. First Things First is actually what I think it's called, but you can watch that idea. And then we'll be talking to people about some roles that we need filled on Sunday morning coming up soon. We just want to iron out what those teams are going to look like, see who our core team of committed people are going to be, and then start divvying up those volunteer roles. You can subscribe to our YouTube channel as we do this COVID dance. Our live stream was terrible on Sunday. It was absolutely worthless. But we're going to try to get that fixed for this Sunday. But we also have other content that's coming out. Tomorrow, Pastor Josh Early is going to start a series that's going to come out every Tuesday, about 5 minutes. Tomorrow's will be 7 minutes as an introduction, but about every Tuesday, 5-minute video in the morning. Just a morning meditation about some stuff that he's been pastoring his family through post-Christmas, coming out of the Advent season. And then every Thursday, I'm going to do the same 5-minute devotional through the Psalms and some of the Psalms there. So be on the lookout for those. Those will premiere on our public Facebook page and on our YouTube page, so that's exciting. Okay, so if you have any questions about being part of the core team, let me know. For those of you that are part of the core team, and even if you're not, we have 6 books that we're going to try to read through in 2021. That's one every 2 months. 2 of them are more than 200 pages. All the rest of them are under 150 pages. One of them is only 72 pages. So we've thought about this a lot. We wanted to read some female authors. We wanted to read some minority authors. We wanted to read some books that are shorter and easier to engage, but we also wanted to cover these topics that we're going to cover. So as a core team, we wanted to talk about community, discipleship, evangelism, what it looks like to take ownership of the church as a congregation, the Great Commission, understanding God's call to the nations, and then prayer, what it looks like to be a people of prayer. And so we have 6 titles. I'll link to them below. The one on the ownership of the congregation we haven't settled on yet, but we do have 5 settled. Compelling Community will be the first, by Mark Dever and Jamie Dunlop. That's the one you can order right now and start reading. And so that'll be January and February's book. March and April will be Discipling by Mark Dever as well. That's a shorter book. We chose it because of its brevity. And so that'll be March and April. May and June we have Stay Salt by Rebecca Pippert, a new and widely acclaimed book by a great author Rebecca Pippert. It's about evangelism. Then we'll have a book, that'll be May and June. July and August will be a book about the ownership of the congregation in the church. We haven't settled on that title yet, but stay tuned. We have till July to get that one figured out. September and October will be Understanding the Great Commission. I didn't write the author down. Oh man, Andrew, I won't even try. But that's a very short volume, and it just as things are starting to ramp back up in our lives in the fall, that book will be short. It's only 72 pages, but it's compelling. And then the last book for November and December will be Prayer by John Onwukulikwa. I don't know how to pronounce his name, but it is African, and I should do better, but I'm not. But his book on prayer is absolutely amazing. He's a pastor now in Atlanta, 144 pages long. So I will link to those books below if you want to start filling up your library with those. But the one that we're starting right now, as soon as possible, I ordered mine today, Compelling Community by Mark Dever and Jamie Dunlop. So if you have any questions about any of that, let me know. But if you want to read along with us, jump right in, get some of those books ordered, and we're going to dive into them together. Love you guys. Hope you have a great week.